I don't know whether we still have Garissa teachers training. I was happy when we visited Mandera. There is already an established Mandera teachers training school, Mr. Speaker. And in 2025, we had 27,000 students in teacher training centers. These are teachers that we will teach our children in primary school. They will teach our children in primary school, and they are very critical because they form the formative basis, Mr. Speaker. The drafters of the law lack the wisdom to ensure all students access government loans and grants, not only university students, but also technical access, but yet diploma training teachers, both in science, education, secondary education in diploma and primary, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are aware that until 27,000 students under diploma, both in teacher training and other aspects, Mr. Speaker, do not access loan and grants, Mr. Speaker. And I hope we will amend the law, and I believe that it is unfair, it is unconstitutional, as I have read in Article 27, on discrimination on lack of full access to benefits of teachers training in diplomas, Mr. Speaker. And I know in Bondo TTC, the neighborhood of Senator Eddy, understands the pain that our teachers who are training to be teachers, to teach our children, will be very taken care of, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there are 33 public teachers training colleges, and of course diplomas, Mr. Speaker, that are pushed through primary teacher education, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you have to know that there are over, I want to thank His Excellency the President, because no one in the history of this country, and that is why you find the opponents of the President, Mr. Speaker, sir, just say bad things. They don't want to say the truth, Mr. Speaker. Out of 300,000 teachers who are unemployed, in the history of this country, from Kenyatta, Mzee, Moi, Kibaki, Uhuru, no president has hired in a single bullet 100,000 teachers, the way President William Ruto has done, Mr. Speaker. And that is why the work of broad-based government, and when I see Senator Ledama, I see the face of broad-based government in this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I see the face of broad-based government in this through Senator Ledama. If you can see Senator Ledama today is the biggest champion of President William Ruto and broad-based government. Who are you? And Senator, the incoming Deputy Minority Whip. I know on 27th Friday, Mr. Speaker, after the ODM in DC, the ODM will put its house in order and whip the Deputy Minority Whip and give it to Senator Eddie Kisheru, Mr. Speaker. Kijana Barubaru, known by the ladies in this house as Kijana Barubaru, to be the deputy of Senator Ledama Olekena. And that will be a very little powerful force that will sell the broad-based agenda across this country, including matters education, Mr. Speaker. When you look at Article 43, one of the basic rights, Mr. Speaker, Article 43, and I'm happy, since you are one of the senior lawyers in this country, and I'm told you are on record, and one of the biggest under TSC, or under NAT, when your brother, comrade, Senator Wilson Sossion, who you later competed with him in the last general election, you are aware under Article 43, 1F, it says every person has a right to education. So we must ensure that Article 43, which is economic and social rights, are entrenched in the Constitution, Mr. Speaker. The only way is not to discriminate against teachers who are training to be teachers in our colleges, Mr. Speaker. We must rectify the law. We must regularize the law, Mr. Speaker. And I want to wish Wilson Sossion all the best. I have been told he wants to make a comeback as the Secretary General of Kenya National Union of Teachers. And you know, Mr. Speaker, I was looking at the social media, Mr. Speaker. People are saying it is only Sossion who used to give us long holidays. You know, when Sossion says, I have been directed, Mr. Speaker, to call for the strike, you knew we would have an holiday, Mr. Speaker, of what Mr. Speaker, on the matter.
Do you want to be informed by the Honorable Senator Joyce?
Yes, please, of course, the Commissioner can always do
Commissioner, please proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I just wanted to inform the Honorable Cherargei that Sossion is no longer interested with the teachers' politics, but he's interested in working in the government, and he knows where he's interested in. I don't want to say more about this. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, the reason I'm saying you are aware in a matter where Honorable Sossion was cleared by the court. He received his status as a teacher, but since Senator Joyce comes from Bomet and maybe they are compatriots with the Honorable Wilson Sossion, he has better information than me. Looking away, the way she's smiling shyly, she knows more than I do. But I wish him all the best. I'm aware he wants to work with the government, and I know, of course, where he will work from. But teachers, if he wants to go back to NAT politics, we wish him well in that aspect. Mr. Speaker, and that is why I'm saying Article 43. And you know, on a lighter note, Mr. Speaker, when there was social media buzz that Sossion will go back to NAT politics, people were very excited that he used to give us long holidays. Especially, he used to declare a strike, and we knew 1 or 2 weeks will be off the school, and it was very enjoyable at that moment. So, Speaker, and I want to appeal to Commissioner Joyce to lobby hard for Honorable Sossion to get opportunity to serve in this government. And then when he serves, we give him opportunity, he should not come back and disturb you. We should go and serve government and allow you to serve the people of Bomet. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of, and that is why I wanted to make, on the issue of, Mr. Speaker, on the 2021, I wanted to give a projection. In 2021, there were 10,000 students that were in training in diploma teachers training, and there were 27,000. So there was a growth of 17,000 teachers doing diploma. And that is why we need to finance. And most of them, Mr. Speaker, are coming from poor backgrounds. I know you have fund and rambe for a number of them, Mr. Speaker. In many occasions, Mr. Speaker, I have seen the clerk is trying to show you the standing order, but that is well noted. So, Mr. Speaker, I have seen informally integrate teacher training college students into new funding model that is called means testing, Mr. Speaker, instrument MTI, which is very important. The second prayer, Mr. Speaker, develop regulations and guidelines of teachers. Mr. Speaker, even as we train, and we thank the President, Mr. Speaker, of employing 100,000 teachers who have trained in these teacher training colleges, Mr. Speaker, we must be aware that, Mr. Speaker, we need also a TSC to come up with regulations. How do we absorb teachers? Mr. Speaker, I was shocked to find a teacher who is almost approaching a retirement age. Yet, Mr. Speaker, they are yet to be employed by TSC. 2014, 2013, Mr. Speaker, we need TSC. You find somebody who graduated in 2018, 2022, 2023, they are now employed. But teachers who graduated 10 years ago are not yet to be employed. We need a policy through Teacher Service Commission, Mr. Speaker. Even the issue of ECD by our county governments, Mr. Speaker, including Bomet, including Narok, including Migori. I told there is a Chihuahua in Migori, Mr. Speaker, including Muranga, Mr. Speaker, Nairobi. Nairobi is no longer a going concern, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's no longer a going concern. The ECD, we must have a scheme of service. And that is why when we invited governors to appear before Public Accounts Committee, Mr. Speaker, they must appear. I heard when the governor of Kakamega today was in Radio Jambo, Gideon Agosti in the morning, Mr. Speaker, he was asked about the ECD teachers and scheme of service, Mr. Speaker. But he was not able to answer. And he's accusing Senate of doing the average through Public Accounts Committee or Public Investment Committee, Mr. Speaker. They say who comes to equity must come with clean hands.